Make sure that you message her team. Make sure that they're on the call because you don't want to miss all the exciting information that we will gain out of this training. So I think we should get started already. So we'd like to welcome each and everyone. Hello, hello to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone wherever you are in the world. And we'd like to welcome you to our product Crossfire. And for those of you who are new on the call, my name is Rico Kilao. I'm part of the corporate team of Opulence Global here in the Philippines. And I'm very privileged to host this call. And this call is very, very important because today we can gain valuable information on how we can improve our health as well as learn how these products can be instrumental in achieving optimal health. Also in this call, you can directly ask your questions and have them personally answered by our product experts. So if you have any questions, you may type it in using our Q&A box and we'll have those questions answered for you. Okay, so if you are new here, we'd like to welcome you and we'd like to thank you for being on the call. And if you've been here for so many times, just like me, we would like to welcome you as well. And note that every call is unique and every call provides new knowledge, new learnings that can help us improve our health. So if you're ready, I'm very much honored to introduce to you our panelists for this call, starting off with none other than our Senior Vice President and Chief Designer, Ms. Sanaz Human. And Sanas Human is an international business and marketing graduate. She traveled to and studied in Japan to further develop her international education. And she was born into a family of entrepreneurs. Sanas naturally graduated into the business of world fashion from age of 19. And she entered her first MLM business in 2002 and quickly developed her business as a distributor. And over the years, she has been elevated into the corporate office and rose to become the Senior Executive Vice President of Opulence Global. And her success has been recognized in multiple publications that focus on successful women that have influenced the direct marketing space. She was tasked to successfully launch and execute new offices internationally, and her understanding of the needs of the distributors has allowed her to successfully mentor independent partners in over 100 countries around the globe. And her unbridled enthusiasm, dedication, and support to her members have opened new doors for thousands of people seeking opportunities and improvements in their lifestyles. And Sanas is truly dedicated to helping others reach their goals and financial independence. She's a true leader in the industry and has been featured in many publications. She was actually honored in the worldwide publication of Networking Times as a master networker for her contribution to the direct sales profession. She was also featured in Oprah's Wow Women of Wealth magazine as a power figure to women around the world. She is relentlessly working to make our products truly the best of the best, and she is our mentor, our coach, and our lifeline. So it's an honor to have her on this call. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our Senior Vice President, Ms. Sanas Human. Good evening, Sanas.
Good evening, Rico. Thank you so much for those kind words and for that amazing introduction. I'm grateful.
Wow, thank you so much, Ines. And of course, we're excited to be on this call as well. Now, let me share with you one of our panelists, Mr. David O, as we call him. Um, uh, his background is something that we should learn from, and he is in charge of our regulatory affairs in our head office in Canada. And Mr. David O has an extensive background in biology, chemistry, and physics, and his career led him into the operating room as he eventually specialized in laser applications in urology. He worked with leading urologists to improve men's health care, and not only that, he has also background in the field of oncology and provided new hope for patients with liver and kidney cancer and children with osteoidostiomas. And we are extremely glad that he joined Opulence Global in 2017, recognizing the incredible value of Fair Flawless as a world-class product that delivers on its promise of anti-aging. And his enthusiasm continued with the Fountain of Life that is the most powerful antioxidant from nature. And David is honored to be a part of this incredible journey as Opulence Global changes the lives of many people all around the world. So David, good evening to you, and it's a privilege to have you on this call.
Good evening, Rico. How are you?
Doing great, David.
Hi, Sanaz. How are you doing?
I am great, David. Hello. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Nice to
Amazing.
see everyone
Well,
again.
You ready to get rock and rolling or what?
All right,
David, you
so
ready to rock
team,
and
let's get
roll?
started. Welcome,
Yep.
welcome, Sinaz. And of course, we're eager to learn about the things that you have for us for today.
Thank you so much, Rico. First of all, I want to thank you for that kind introduction. It's truly a pleasure to have, an amazing team of corporate staff that we have. I mean, we have our Toronto office. We, of course, have our Philippines office. You guys always do such an amazing job. And I see all of the partners there, spreading their wings and growing and expanding. It's so great to see so many different countries on these calls. And I find that it's really key and instrumental for everyone to jump on these calls, because the more you learn, the more you type it in the message box. Let's see who gets it. Let's see who gets it. Let's see. Oh my goodness, you guys are so slow in your fingers. Come on. And it's going to go all of a sudden. Donna, you got it. All right, there goes Charlene, Paul, Ethel, there you go. All right, there's all those magic fingers going. Just want to check to make sure that, everybody is awake, and, it's morning and evening. So the more you learn, the more you earn. Again, these are all the different sayings that we always say. I want to welcome everyone. For those of you that are still, of course, celebrating Easter, happy Easter to everyone. It is still Easter Monday here in Toronto. Our office was still open. We were pushing out all of your orders this week and today. So we're really, really ecstatic. Our team is always relentless to get you guys your orders and, of course, fill all your orders. So I'm really, really excited to be on the call with all of you. At the corporate office, we're revamping so much. And, before I start our product training call today, I wanted to talk to you as business owners a little bit about evolution, evolution in products, evolution in your business, evolution in what you do. And we as a company are constantly evolving. We want to grow, we want to expand, we want to grow and spread our wings even bigger, better, stronger. So we do our best to be able to help all of you, to be able to provide you with the best tools. We try to provide you with all of the needs of everything that you need, from tools like the Safe Home Revolution booklet that you see in my hand that we recently released, to, of course, promo cards, to, of course, cleaning kits, to, of course, marketing material, to an app, to so on, so forth. And of course, it is your job as well to make sure that whatever that we implement for all of you, that you take it into action and you actually utilize it. Because if you're not actually using all of our tools, then your business is not going to grow the way it should. So that being said, we're really, really excited to be on the call with all of you today. I do have some amazing updates. So I think I'm just gonna share my slides here. Rico, I'm so glad that I'm able to finally get my screen working again the way it was. And give me 1 second here. I don't know what was going on the past couple of weeks, but there we go. Present. Oh, look at Rico with his shiny smile. You have such an awesome smile, Rico. David, smile.
I am. You just smile differently.
I know, right? All right. So David, I wanted to go over some of these principles just before we get our call started. And one of the things that I wanted to give everyone as a friendly reminder is that if you are placing an order and it's processed and packaged and in queue for shipping, we are going to be, reminding you that there is a restocking fee of $10 per item, plus applicable taxes if your order is canceled. Now, let me explain to you guys a little bit about why we are reminding you, because we're getting customers that are placing 2-3 orders in one day, and then they're calling us and saying, oh, my kid was on my phone or on my computer and placed multiple orders. Can you cancel? And they've already been shipped out. And obviously, if products have been shipped out, we have to recall them back. There's fees, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is just a friendly reminder. Read before you press check out. As you all know, we have an incredible deal of the week just in time for spring. It ends today. I don't know if you guys took advantage of it. These are our sexy hosiery They are absolutely gorgeous. They have a comfortable waistband. They have a beautiful fairy brand on them. They are sheer, they're silky body. They are super hygienic, transparent, pure cotton gauze. And as well, they are a double silk Italian loom, which basically means they've basically been wrapped twice. So they feel super silky and amazing on your legs. They are manufactured in Italy. We have 5 beautiful different styles. And of course, we have multiple colors. So make sure you take advantage of it. Today is the last night. It actually ends in 45 minutes. Just want to reiterate that. So you want to make sure you take advantage of it like right now. Secondly, I want to remind all of you friendly little bugs to follow us on social media. Opulence GL, we are getting more and more fun stuff posted for you every single week. Don't forget to check out our weekly deals of the week. By the way, deals of the week are for you to subscribe and for you to know, promotions that we have. These are made for you to make money. Okay, so for example, if you buy a hosiery and then you want to get one for free, remember, if you sell it, that is like pure profit, right? Because you got the product for free. And then every single Tuesday morning, Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m., we are giving you the week's promotion with our, of course, amazing marketing team and graphic design team, where you can join Golnar. Usually it's about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will do basically the live right on our Instagram. So if you haven't already done so, that's another homework. Go like our Opulence Global page, of course, subscribe to it. And it is going to be absolutely amazing every single week. We have another very cool special for all of you tomorrow, which will be, of course, amazing as usual. Next, I wanted to remind all of you that we are moving into direction of the app. So these are similar ways you can download the app. All you got to do is take your phone right now, if you haven't already done so, turn on your camera and scan one of those QR codes that's applicable to you. It will open up, and then you can, of course, if you're on an Apple device, you can download our app and update your app. If you're on a Google or an Android, of course, scan that QR code and then get yourself loaded up. And of course, you want to make sure you are up to date. Now, here is, hold on. Here is why I'm asking you. So this is a really important part. I want everyone to pay attention here, please. You are all running a business and you want to figure out how healthy is your business on a daily basis. So how many of you are guilty that you're not checking in on your emails and your business daily? Because if that's you, that's being a sometimer in the business. So I highly encourage each and every single one of you to check up on your business. What that means is you want to make sure you are engaging with your customers. You want to make sure you're supporting your customers. You want to make sure you're giving growth to your customers. So for those of you that know me, I love flowers. I love planting. I love gardening. And if you walk into my office, it looks like a greenhouse because I have so much amazing different plants. So can you imagine if I didn't water my plants? What would happen to my plants? They would die, right? Absolutely. What about if I didn't give them any sun or any love? What would happen to them? They would die. So your business is no different. You got to make sure you are watering your grass. So this evening when I got home, because we now have nice, beautiful light outside, I had a little bit of time and I was pruning my gardens a little bit outside. And I mean, I have a landscaper that does it, but I like to do it once in a while myself as well, which is doing a checkup on my garden, right? So you got to do the same checkup. You got to, prune your gardens. You got to basically take care of your organization. You got to be checking in to see, how your VIP shoppers are doing. If you sold them a bottle of FOL 3 months ago and they haven't reordered, why not? Are they looking for a new bottle? I cannot tell you guys how many times we get a phone call at the office saying, oh, I don't want to buy from the person that I bought from. I just want to buy directly from the company. They never called me. They have a grievance with the person that sold them the bottle because they didn't follow up and they feel offended. Okay, that's bad. You guys are in a business of concierge service. You're in a business of belly to belly business. Now, belly to belly could be Zoom like this, by the way. So when was the last time that you checked on your VIP shoppers? If you go into your dashboard, you can actually see all of your VIP shoppers. You can email them, you can text them, you can call them, you can WhatsApp them. Do you send your customers the latest promotions and deals? You know, if we have a promotion right now, buy one, get one free for hosiery, have you told your customers about that? Maybe, you know, they can justify, you know, the buying one and then getting the second one for free. It's a win-win. We all like deals, right? Are you sending deals of the week with your customers to follow up? Are they due for reorders, like I mentioned to you? Have they placed any orders recently? And if they did, have you called them to check up on their experience? If they bought the shampoo, how did you love it? If you sold them the travel size, by the way, that's in my hand, any of these travel sizes, Fountain of Life or toothpaste, have you followed up with your customer to make sure that they are ready to place the actual size of the bottle, the full size? Ask for feedback to your customers. Did they like the product? On another point, let's say you sponsored a brand new person, retailer LPLA. Have you checked up on them? You see, a lot of times we get people in the business. We try so hard to get people in the business, yet we do absolutely zero to keep them in the business. You expect for us to do it at corporate. So what I'm asking all of you to do is to do a checkup from your neck up on your business. Your business will just be as big as your follow-up, your love, your commitment, your support, your passion. If you follow up, people will feel important. People will feel involved. And if you don't follow up, they're going to fall off. I'm telling you that. People need other people to follow up with them. It's as simple as that. All right. Another update. Okay, so I guess there was some misunderstanding about this. I don't know how there was misunderstanding. This is when you partially listen to a training, you know, or you have selective hearing. So we have two different labels in the company. Pay attention, please, and pass this on to your organizations properly. We have two labels. We have our regular label, NPN. It's called Fountain of Life. It has everything as normal as you would do it, okay? Which is what we've been distributing for the past 3 years plus. We have a new pilot project label for many countries that are topical use only. You guys are reading that? Topical use only. And because of country regulations, certain countries will receive this, which is the FOL. Well, I don't need to show it to you. The label's right on the screen. Now, what we've done as a two-ply label, if they're receiving the FOL, but they still want to see what the Canadian label, the original label looks like, guess what? They can just peel it in the corner. Look at that. I'm just trying to peel it without, you guys see that? So look at that. You could just peel it. Oh my God, my nails. Peel, peel, peel. Look at that. So you can peel it, and the original label, the Fountain of Life label, is right on it, okay? And then you can just basically put the label back. This is a two-ply label that we are doing. Of course, because of the two-ply aspect, the expiration code is right at the bottom and the date is on the bottom, okay? This is only for topical use countries. This is not a new label around the world. I want to reiterate that. And every country may have different labeling based on their regulations. David, did you want to add anything in regards to that, please?
Oh, no, I thought you explained it pretty clearly.
Yeah, I cleared. Okay,
Just
all right.
people should know what the product is and should understand that there are different rules and regulations, but at least they have a topical label.
Perfect. So one thing, I just want to tell you guys what the difference is. So before, we used to send out only the FOL label. There was not another label underneath it. So if it was a topical one and then it got it and someone was told to drink it and they were like, well, where does it say that? Now you can show them the label underneath, okay? So there's a topical label and then there's the oral label right underneath it. And of course, we do encourage for all of you to pass this on to your team. Make sure that you are understanding the difference between it. So that way you can basically train your team effectively. All right. And when it comes to FOL label for topical, I know there's been some emails. If you are building a business in countries like some of the Asian countries, in Europe, and basically Europe and Asia, I think is primarily where we are sending this Norwegian spruce tree extract. But you can always contact the office and we can let you know if you wanted to expand in a market. But the reason that don't bombard the office, sending them to ask them to send you lists. The most important thing is if you are selling in a country, if they actually ask you, what is this? I just wanted to train you guys on this as well. All right. The other thing as well, I want to reiterate is Danny and I are doing something special this Saturday, April the 10th. So as you know, I usually don't get on the Saturday training, but what we're going to do is it's spring, okay? And I'm a big person for spring because I believe in new births, new beginnings, new season, renewal, refresh, restore, growth. And this Saturday, we're going to do like almost like a little boot camp. I need all of you to get yourselves and your teams on this phenomenal training. It's going to be to how to refresh your business, how to do massive lead generation. We're going to share some really, really cool stuff with you guys. We're going to be releasing some really cool stuff this Saturday as well. So get your team on. You will not regret it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be jam-packed. Lots of really cool stuff coming to be able to build your business. It's coming up this Saturday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, make sure you are on. This is going to be a special little boot camp to refresh. I'm also going to do the 4 personalities in this training. I'm also going to do how to be a mental warrior in this training. So for those of you who saw that I was doing them for different teams, the request has come in. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Make sure you're on this call. It will help boost your business in a massive, massive way. All right, so moving forward, Safe Home Revolution, David, we've uploaded our e-catalogs. Now people can download Safe Home Revolution, fairy timepieces, monogram, natural gemstones online, and you can just download them. And I will have some treats for you guys on Saturday. But of course, the Safe Home Revolution is loaded up with so many amazing, amazing products. David, I want to talk a little bit about 2 things from you actually. Of course, why the Safe Home Revolution concept was created. And then 2, why it is so important to use factories that are GMP.
Yeah, I missed the first part, so you froze there on my computer, so I'm
sorry. So the first part I want you to talk about is why Opulence Global created the Safe Home Revolution concept and what it means. And then 2, why we decided to use reliable manufacturing, GMP.
Okay, I'll start with the second one. GMP is really important for products, for consistency, for standards. GMP is not easy to get. It takes a lot of work for that factory to achieve GMP. That means there's a protocol for everything in place, something that is tied right back to the quality of the manufacturing process and the consistency of it. And they have QA, QC that follow up on a consistent basis, that make sure that the products that you are receiving are made correctly and that they are safe. And there's a whole process in place that has to be done for GMP. And as we moved through this process, we started looking at the different types of companies out there, and not all of them are GMP. Some of them are just, they're just shops that blend products, and they do a good job. It's just that they don't necessarily meet the standards that I think we need to serve our members and their clients on a level of a worldwide level. Now, the other thing to know is the Safe Home Revolution was a result of the idea and the philosophy that, a lot of products in the market are not necessarily safe. There's a lot of ingredients out there that have to be vetted. This is a constant process. This is not one where you can say today that, oh, we've got it all, because things change and we have to be right on top of that. We have to be prepared to shift gears, and we have been doing that. And going along, you'll see continuous improvement on all our products because sometimes things change. They improve in certain areas. Other areas, there's more information that comes out that say, well, we've had long-term impact on this that, and they don't think it should be used in this fashion. And it is a moving target in that way, but it's something that we're aware of, and we constantly change. And products that we deem, I think products that we're used to using on a daily basis that we feel are safe are not necessarily safe. And so we wanted to make a product line uh, that address that, to help address these issues that are coming up, that help address the issues that are reaching our shores all right, and we're seeing that constantly. Fluoride in toothpaste, the impact of that, the long-term impact of that, and how it's affecting our children, their neurological development. If we remove fluoride, can we do something with it? And so start using microsilver. Microsilver was tested very, very effectively. On there you go, microsilver. There.
Sorry, I was trying to chase it to get keep up with what you were saying.
Sorry, but microsilver was a product we're familiar with, but we did some investigation. We know the consistency, how it's manufactured, the patent process for this, the fact that it's used in a lot of medical implant technologies. But we found out through the studies that they're very successful in using it in toothpaste and removing fluoride and adding it to a toothpaste, and it got incredible results because it was eliminating the bacteria that causes tooth decay. So it's differentiating our toothpaste from other toothpastes on the market that have no fluoride because it actually works. And so as we started doing that, we started looking at some of the problems, moving through product by product. We felt we could always improve it. We started doing so, removing SLS from our shampoos, doing things like that to make it, I think, more acceptable to a wider audience, so it's less drying, less irritating. Not that it was dangerous, it's just that it's something that you had to consider. Can we make the product better? And it's constantly under scrutiny. And so we don't stop there. We don't stop today at the ingredient list and say we're happy with it. We have to keep vetting that, and we have to keep going through it to make sure that it is going to be safe. When we take a look at something like FOL, FOL is a prime example of a product that is all natural and incredibly safe. You can't find a toxicity level on the product, but it, again, is still the world's most powerful source of lignin antioxidants. And as a result of that, we got a very unique product that is well documented, a product that continues to discover its ability to impact people's lives on so many different levels. And you're going to see more and more, but as it's moving forward, it's becoming a more exciting product. We have not even hit its apex yet. We're still moving in that direction. And so for years to come, you're going to find out exactly how impactful this product is and how it is going to make your lives that much more safe. But again,
Absolutely.
just putting it on your skin will make a difference in reducing free radical damage that does occur. And that's where it started with sunscreens.
David,
Yeah.
the microsilver technology we have in our skincare, I wanted to share something very powerful with you and our viewers. Over the weekend, I actually got a treatment, which is, I guess called PRP or something like that. And basically it's like needling that does a little bit of a tightening on the skin, and it just really brings the blood flow and the collagen to the top of the skin. And the lady was telling me, no, normally you're going to see lots of bruising and scarring and stuff like that for a week. I got it done on Saturday afternoon. I literally got home. My skin was so swollen, and I put a little bit of the night serum and I added 1 drop of FOL, put it in, went to sleep. I woke up in the next morning and my skin was completely back to normal. She messaged me the next day. She's like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm perfect. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm back to normal. And she's like, what'd you do? And I told her, and she's like, bring me that product. I want to see it. So the microsilver is truly amazing.
Well, I think that, yeah, the one thing that when you start looking at things like prolotherapy, PRP, all that, that a lot of times the people suffer from it. It's painful. The chances of infection actually go up with that. So you've reduced that possibility. And microsilver not only helps the healing process in that way, but it supports the skin, and it's very effective. Now, the thing with the fountain of life extract, because it's lignin, lignins help the collagen formation in the skin when placed on it topically. So I think it's really important to understand that the combination of this really does help the skin, and that's why it really does make a difference.
Perfect. And David, I want to continue because again, there's so many different elements of the microsilver, being antimicrobial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory in so many different ways, and tested in a lot of the labs in EU. Can you talk to me a little bit about the facts of microsilver?
Well, microsilver is it's pure elemental silver. So just so that people understand that it's not nano silver, it is not colloidal silver, it's not silver water. That falls into the nano range. And this is 10 micron silver. Why is that important? A few things. Number one, our bodies can't absorb it. So there's no way for our bodies to be impacted. We can't undergo argyria, which is a graying of our skin. Uh, it can't be absorbed on a cellular level in that way. We can't get kidney damage as a result of this, but it just goes and flows through our system if we should ingest it. And that's why it's very, very safe. And that's why they're using an implant technology too. So for dental implants, is for other types of implants, because it has the ability to disrupt the transport mechanism of bacteria. So it does have an antimicrobial, antiviral impact, and it's proven to impact envelope viruses. That sort of surprised me, and because of what is the situation around the world, they started experimenting. Clearly, it states that it does disrupt it, and so they found out that this is a very benign but effective way of doing things. When I say benign, it just means that it's not going to impact us negatively. At the same time, it impacts the pathogens that cause so many health problems. So nanosilver, I should say, is not the same, does not have the same impact, but microsilver has incredible impact on things as it releases silver ions that impact pathogens on our skin, as well as around our mucosal membranes. So you're going to see something out there. You're going to see products come out that are really effective, products that will make a difference when we're using it topically from Opulence. I think you'll be very pleased with what you see.
I love it. And David, I do want to answer a couple quick questions that's coming in our chats. So the number one thing, the beyond the label about the FOL, this is actually an excellent question. Between the FOL topical and as well as the Canadian label, is the FOL liquid for topical and as well as our classic Canadian label any different in ingredient or raw materials?
No, it's exactly the same. There's some versatility to the product. We don't alter anything in it. We use the same extract, and that's the extract started out as a topical agent, and we were the first company to recognize its value as a nutritional supplement, and we were able to prove that to the governments, not only its safety but its ability to help us in terms of providing some antioxidant benefits. So yes, same product.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just it's amazing that you've got basically one product that can do a number of different things effectively.
And David, I do want to reiterate to everyone, when we first started to talk about Fountain of Life, and when we first introduced this amazing revolutionary product to the market, we actually started to learn a lot more than we knew when we first decided to take a leap forward and to start distributing this amazing product. Originally, when we looked at this product, we wanted to sell this as just an oral supplement. If you remember, David, that was really primarily our focus. And as we started to investigate more and learn more about the product more than 3 years ago, we started to experience the strength, the power, both internally and externally. And so it's one product. It's basically one simple ingredient. It can go to extreme heat or cold. It could be used in so many different ways. It is such an amazing, versatile product. And, I love that it's anti-inflammatory. I love that it's antibacterial. I love that it's, reduces down inflammation. Most importantly, I love the fact that it's one product to protect and preserve your well-being from head to toe. But whether it's the topical Fountain of Life extract or the Fountain of Life, it is all the same ingredient. Even in your shampoo, in your skincare, it is the same ingredient that is being put into the product.
I think it's important to recognize the power of this product and how it doesn't. It really does impact us on so many different levels. Yeah, and the feedback has been quite astonishing to see how people have utilized it and utilized it effectively.
Absolutely. And so, David, why is it important? We have, of course, a lot of partners that are going out there. They're talking about the Fountain of Life, and some of the questions that have come up. And I know, for example, my father, got his vaccination. But if someone is going to take the vaccine and they're on Fountain of Life, it doesn't affect them in any way, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Actually, it's probably like free radicals are still going to occur, and we're talking about two different things. We're talking about viruses. We're talking about the vaccine that is going to disrupt that virus, and to help build our immune system. And we got Fountain of Life, which is going to reduce free radical damage in our bodies. All different, all effective, but certainly Fountain of Life doesn't have to be stopped if you're going for that vaccine.
Okay, amazing. And by the way, it's also, if you're brand new and you're trying to kind of wrap your head about how to explain Fountain of Life, the simplest way that I always talk to all of my customers, what you are missing from your food is what you're gaining back with the amazing power and the strength of this amazing, super powerful antioxidant. Okay. So, and another big thing as well that David has taught over and over is that we are attacked and bombarded by free radicals each and every single day. So if you actually go to this Safe Home Revolution from page 26 onwards to 31, it will literally tell you all of the amazing things that we are bombarded with. You guys see that page? So basically here, like this is when I read this the first time, of course we all know oxidative stress is caused by so many things like drugs, antibiotics, household chemicals, pollution, processed food. Did you know lack of sleep? When they say get 8 hours of sleep, a lack of sleep actually causes oxidative stress. On the contrary, when you're exercising, it's good for your body and you're moving and you're shaking. Did you know that exercise even causes oxidative stress? So you could be a super healthy person, you could be eating clean, or vice versa, eating processed foods. Regardless, we are not living in the same universe and the same world, and we are bombarded with oxidative stress all the time. Radiation, Wi-Fi, something that we are constantly exposed to is Wi-Fi, and we see all these brand new towers going up, David, and they're, the 5G is going everywhere. And so it's really, really important to make sure that you explain to someone how they can benefit from the dietary lignans of course, Fountain of Life. And lignans are plant antioxidants. And the highest, I'm not going to say dosage, but the highest values, the highest amounts are found in the Norwegian spruce tree.
Yeah, and people should recognize also that the stats on certain things like pesticides are they're agents that cause oxidative stress in our body. And the most recent report is that 90% of Americans have pesticide and pesticide residue in their bodies.
You know,
So
let's
then
talk
you
about
go,
that because you told me that I was so grossed out.
well, it's just that it's part of the food chain that we do eat eventually, and that's a problem. And it's cumulative, and they're saying that 90% of Americans have that. In other words, that they have agents in their body that cause oxidative stress from pesticides. That's just one factor. And our bodies have glutathione, we've got super oxide dismutase. These are natural, but as we get older, and I really mean this, because this happens over time, but unfortunately, as we get older, we're not as efficient. We don't make these as efficiently, and our bodies become more susceptible to it. And that's what becomes so important for us to be augmenting our diets with products that replace things that our bodies used to make naturally. And we have to start recognizing that our diets are playing a bigger role in our lives than we do recognize on a daily basis. And lignans are part of that. And we don't talk about that enough. So I think that people should understand that. People should consider um, really looking at augmenting their diets with lignans, because I think it's an important step to reduce the impact of things like smoking, like smoke pollution, and of course pesticides. Now that you're starting to discover this of what we're doing to ourselves on a daily basis.
David, I also want to talk a little bit more about pet health because we've been getting a lot of testimonials for Fountain of Life. I mean, I give 1 drop of FOL, Fountain of Life, to my dog daily. I know people that have cats, dogs, rabbits, even horses are giving them Fountain of Life, and they're starting to see some major differences. So, I have customers that have reported their animals that have cataracts in their eyes, and their cataracts are dissipating because with the usage of FOL, not putting it in the eye, but by consuming it. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm clear on this because sometimes we say one thing and then people go and do different things. And so they're reporting that the coat on the animal is becoming so much better. Their breath smells better. The cataracts are dissipating. They're not limping because of maybe arthritis or joint pain. And I wanted to touch base on this because, especially in North America, our pets are like our children. They're a big part of our household. We spend a lot of money on our pets. Well, I know I do for my Kardashian, as Ramin calls her, of dogs. And so can you talk to me a little bit about the dietary lignans for animals?
Yeah, well, our animals are exposed to the same same oxidative stress that we do. I don't think they're sleep deprived necessarily, nor do they worry.
No.
They don't have the same stressors. I don't think they overexercise on the whole in North America, but at the same time, I think that they're exposed to pollution, pesticides, all the things that cause it, UV, Wi-Fi radiation that may be factors in their overall health, and their bodies are a lot smaller on average, and so they're very susceptible to it. Their life cycles are much shorter than ours, and so it's something that they really do have problems with. They have joint issues, all that. And oxidative stress does show up in their bodies relatively quickly, and so we can help them by improving their diets with lignans, and they don't have lignans necessarily in them. So yes, and we spend a lot of money on our pets. They're very important to us, and I think that adding it to their diet is something that's really simple and something easy to do with something like Fountain of Life, like giving them more lignans in their diet does help them.
Yep. I mean, I see a huge difference when it comes to my pets. And I mean, I highly, highly, highly recommend if you don't have your pets on them, get them on because you will definitely see a massive result. All right. So, David, another question I want to talk about is our microsilver spray. Okay, let's bring this up. So we, of course, have brought out this phenomenal mask spray. and it is amazing. I mean, it's anti odor, it's alcohol free, it's so great for masks and for cleaning. So the question I guess that came up is, can the spray discolor garments? And I'm gonna talk a little bit about from my manufacturing side, and then I'll get you to kind of reiterate from a scientific, from the ingredients of the microsilver. So from a manufacturing background, it all depends on the fabric. Obviously, we're recommending for everyone to use it on, garments, which is basically scarves, masks, and we've been testing it on tons of different materials, but it has never discolored. I mean, if you use it on silk, I mean, silk is a very delicate material, and the microsilver does have some residue in it. So from that perspective, I think it all depends on the material, but you got to be, of course, taking into consideration how rough or what the material is. There is no alcohol in the product, which also makes it very safe to be an alcohol-free spray as well. So David, I'll let you kind of respond from your perspective of medical grade microsilver.
Well, yeah, there's no alcohol in it. There's no reason for it to really affect a lot of, for the majority of fabrics. We haven't tested on every fabric out there, so I don't want to make a broad statement and say it doesn't in fact affect it. So you have to be careful. You have to check it. But again, you're not spraying a lot on fabric here. The whole idea is to spray it on things like face masks, onto hard surfaces. So, and I know the overspray might be on something like your favorite shirt or whatever. So you just have to be careful, and you'll have to test it out yourself to see exactly what, because I don't know what be in your possession that would cause that. But we want to be always careful. There is no alcohol in it. The reason there's no alcohol is that because it was firstly designed for face masks, and we don't want to be breathing in alcohol necessarily. We want to make your child safe, and we want to make it, the adults safe as well. So you can't spray it on a mask and go drive in your car. Not that it's going to make anyone drunk, but we want to make sure that all factors are there to keep us safe at all times. But the thing is that over time, you've taken a passive filter, essentially in a face mask, and you made it an active filter, meaning that if any microbes land on that mask, it is disrupted and destroyed. If you're breathing out microbes for any reason that you have some ailments, whatever, it too will be destroyed on expiration. So there, you've got yourself an active system that is constantly cleansing, anything that could cause health issues. And it is an excellent product to do so. And it's been well tested and around the world in different labs and different settings to make sure that it works effectively on surfaces. It is not designed to be sprayed in the mouth. It is not designed to be used as a deodorant. There are other products that were designed to be safer than for those purposes. But this is not an end all and be all. We're not asking you to spray it on your face, and please don't spray it in your eyes. It will sting, it will hurt. So we don't want to do that. We have to be careful, but we're making products specifically for different areas of the body on purpose. And this is a cleanser for surfaces. So if you keep that in mind, you're going to have something that's very effective. Once we start traveling again, a great product, especially for airlines, on airline tray tables. Just spray it down and wipe it off, and it'll be safe throughout your duration. So you've got an excellent product there.
David, I think, we talk a lot about this. I mean, whenever I go to the gas station, whenever I go to any stores, whenever I'm touching any door handles, whenever I'm moving around, this is something that we use in the office as well. We have it in our kitchen, where, when it comes to surfaces and microwave handles, obviously we are still running our operation, but in order to protect ourselves, we're really taking a lot of precautions to use this. And I highly recommend that each and every single one of you use it. Be a product of the product, like we always talk about. All right, a couple of other questions I do want to respond to. So I reiterated at the beginning that we have this training coming up on Saturday. I do apologize. I guess our team had not updated that the time is starting at 9 a.m. So Kelly, thank you for clarifying that. Yes, we are basically going to be starting at 9 a.m., not the regular 10 a.m., because we have some additional training. This is a very special training that we are going to do to refresh your business. So I do apologize. If you guys are scanning the QR code and it is coming up at 10 a.m., it's actually 9 a.m., okay? So I just want to reiterate that. That's actually one of the questions. I answered that one. I'm getting to all of your questions. All right, next question that comes up. When will the micro silver hand cream be available? Is it release date? I cannot wait to try it. Yeah, you know what, Debbie, it is an absolutely amazing product. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to reiterate some of our challenges. And I want to be very transparent with you. You guys are all business owners with us. And I want to make sure that all of you understand how much behind the scenes. I mean, I think you can see it in the tiredness of my face today. It's Easter Monday. We were at work working. So I want to share with you guys some of the international challenges, okay? And you may not experience any of this. Some of you may be business owners and are experiencing it. So the entire world has gone into a tumble when it comes to shipping. Shipping has quadrupled everywhere. And this is a very big challenge that we are having. On top of quadruple of shipping rates, the biggest problem is that vaccines, PPE material are the first priority when it comes to distribution. So, which basically means if it's not for the government, if it's not a vaccine, if it's not PPE equipment, it does not get first priority. So our shipments that used to take 30 days on ocean ship or on a plane to bring over are now taking 60 to 90 days. Everything has been pushed back. When it comes to creating any sort of pumps, pumps are number one going to sanitizers and basically anything related to COVID or government. So there's a lot of challenges behind the scenes that none of you are aware of that I'm working on, which causes massive delays. And spring was originally the time that we were supposed to release this product, which is, well, we're just starting spring. It was supposed to be late spring, almost going into summer. We are ready. I mean, I'm just waiting for these bottles to arrive, and I'm getting so old following up on it. And we're revamping and we're waiting. But as soon as the bottles arrive in Canada, what I will be doing is I will be doing a pre-order for everybody. So everybody who does a pre-order will first get their orders filled out first. We'll give you, you know, some specialty thing that we always do as well. So these are our challenges. I know so many of you are so excited to try the product. And let me tell you, you are going to love it. I mean, I don't even know how I've lived my entire life without this incredible cream. And it is a hand and body moisturizer. It is amazing. It is amazing. And it is amazing. Now, talking a little bit about our challenges, and I do appreciate everyone's patience. Another challenge, of course, that we have, as you can imagine, is Fountain of Life or your skincare or many different products. So all of these challenges during this entire pandemic, it's been over a year. None of you in your business have felt any pressures. There may have been little delays here and there, but nothing more than a week. No one has felt the pressure at Opulence during the time of this pandemic. From your delivery, from distribution, from product orders. And that is something that we are working around the clock, honestly, to be able to deliver, to be able to grow, to be able to do whatever we can. Even right now, just so you guys know, Ontario did its third lockdown. We went into lockdown just on Saturday. Again, third lockdown we just went into. And, you know, we still are keeping our office at the 5 people maximum capacity. If someone needs to come pick up shoes or do shoe fitting, or they want to come into the office. We also believe for the mental health of many of our partners, it's really important sometimes just to get out. Of course, masks are mandatory, sanitization is mandatory, temperature control is mandatory. Those are all government restrictions that we do have, but at least the office is open and you can come and do your pickups, and you can basically get yourself around and get out of the house if you need to. So the reason I'm sharing all this stuff with you is because we at our company are very committed to all of your success and your growth. So you got to make sure that you are committed to your business and that you are working around as hard as we are in order to be able to grow and to build your business. So the other thing as well is that's why this Saturday I'm getting on a training call with Daniela to do a very, very special training for you guys. I know Danny always does an amazing job. I normally don't get on Saturday calls. I usually don't do a lot of business training. But I'm going to bring to all of you my game of what I used to do when I was making 60 to 100 grand a month in the industry as a distributor. Before I was corporate, that is what I was doing. And I'm super excited to bring my game, my A game to all of you guys so you guys understand the power and the strength of leading by example in your business. So with that, David, I don't even know where the time went tonight. It's already 9 p.m. We covered quite a bit. Next week, I actually have a little bit of a special treat, and I need everybody's feedback in regards to Fairy Flawless. We're going to be doing some great stuff next year, not this year, next year for Fairy Flawless, but I'm already planning for it. And so it is super important to get you all involved. So make sure you do that. Do you have any comments or questions, David, in closing?
No, I think that, they should be very excited the direction the company's going, the fact that there is evolution to the product lines, that they have more and more material to work with, but the products themselves are they're elevating and they're meaningful in terms of health every day, the impact of the situation that we're in around the world. Uh, we're going to be the pandemic will be over, but we're going to get into an endemic. So our lives will change, and how are we going to change with that? We're going to have to decide, how we're going to approach this as a society. And I think the only way to do it is to be doing things effectively with the right products that will help us, and utilizing it on a daily basis and be faithful to the protocols that we establish. And I think that society will return to normal. And I'm looking forward to that day. But one thing about Opulence, we're going to have products that'll support that. And I think that's going to make a big difference in people's lives. And I think people should recognize it. And that new Sterling cream is going to be an important part of that whole process. So they should see, and it's going to be great for everybody involved, including our children. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Thank you. I actually forgot to share one more quick thing, team, with all of you since I have you on. We are running a campaign. We started it last month. Maybe you are aware, maybe you're not, but we have lots of new Smart Buy bundles. And with the Smart Buy bundles, we have some new products. We've actually added Posh Sensual shampoo and conditioner. We've added the Fairy Microsilver Protection Spray. And most importantly, our bundles have bonuses exclusive only to Smart Buys. So you actually cannot buy these bundles on a normal circumstance. You actually need to have these as Smart Buys in order to build your business. So here they are. I mean, I absolutely love these Smart Buy bundles. Number one, we have the His and Hers package for, of course, the shampoo, the conditioner, the toothpaste, the FOL, and then you of course have some of the travel size toothpaste and two basically toothbrushes for free. That's our promo right now. You have the His Personal Care Smart Buy, which I love. It is literally a toothpaste, a microsilver spray, and a shampoo and conditioner for gentlemen. And then for the Her product, of course, we have the shampoo conditioner, the, of course, toothpaste, and then the microsilver spray, which I love, of course, because these are products that you use, you know, every other day or daily, well, with your toothbrush. I'm talking about shampoo, conditioner. And then we also have the ultimate microsilver protection smart buy. And this is the one that is really a big popular hitter, which is, of course, our Quad AG Unite Serum. This is your toothpaste. This is, of course, your microsilver spray, all loaded up in one package. So if you actually take advantage of these, they're amazing. And then we got amazing bundles where you get freebies. How many of you like freebies? So all of us, right? So we actually have Fairy Flawless Totale Smart Buy. If you buy the Totale, you basically get the cleanser for free. Now that's an $80 value for free in Canada. So if you go and sell that, you just put literally that as cash in your pocket. It's great, right? And then of course we have our microsilver protection spray where you get a mask for free. And these knitted masks are flying off the shelves. They're doing really well. We have another one called the Triple Protection Smart Buy. This is one of my favorites because you have the toothpaste, the microsilver spray, and of course, Fountain of Life 333. This is great because you can take this, do it as a little bundle, keep the mask for yourself, and then of course, go ahead and put these into little bags, put them in your Opulence bags, go and hand them off to your customers, sell them. They're amazing, amazing, amazing. And last but not least, we have, of course, the Devotion Smart Buy, where you get a towel and a headband for free, which of course are not only excellent gifts for your customers and your VIPs, but amazing for you to do some product demos. So make sure that you check out your back office for all of the amazing, amazing, cool tools that we have in your back office. Remember what I shared at the beginning, right? How many of you are checking your business? How many of you are going out there? Oh, sorry. How many of you are going into your back office and checking your business daily to see what is going on? How many of you are checking your back office and seeing who is on Smart Buy and who is not? Because again, those are instrumental things that you need to do in your business. You need to support your team. You need to build with your team. You need to inspire your team. But most importantly, you need to plug into your business every single day. So with that, I hope you've all enjoyed this training tonight. I want to thank, of course, David for always your knowledge and experience. Rico, I know it's very late. Well, it's not super late yet. It's still late though. Getting in Philippines, you're always committed. You're always here. You're always smiling. And thank you for being an amazing, amazing host. I'll pass it on to you to if there's any final questions or comments, and then we'll close the call.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sanas. And of course, thank you, David, for another new learning. Thank you for this amazing, amazing call. And I think I love what I read on our chat box. It says here, let me just get back to that. Coming from Ayan, thank you so much, Sanas, for your hard work. I'm so thankful for the work that you do. And you know, this is one of the things that we always see when it comes to our corporate team, how committed they are to providing you the best of the best service, to provide you with the best of the best products. And again, thank you so much, David, for that wonderful information, powerful information that you have given to us as well. And to all those who participated in this call, thank you for joining us. And I hope that we will use this information to benefit our health and to share it with other people as well so that they can benefit from it. And don't forget, tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we have our Forensic Networker call, of course, led by our very own CEO and founder, Ramin Mescarlu. So for those of you who are interested to learn more about the opportunity, join us in that call. It's a great call to learn how you can build a successful business. And again, thank you to everyone. May you enjoy the rest of your day. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, wherever you are in the world. Thank you, Sanas. Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sanas.
everyone. Good
Thank you, everyone.
night.
Have a nice
See you
evening.
on the next call.
There we are.
Bye-bye,
Thank you.
everyone. To the billion.
To the billion.